I'm a visual learner, so I've decided to draw out the changes that we've seen recently when it comes to agent commissions, who pays them, the seller, the buyer, how does it all work out? So in every transaction, we have a seller and a buyer, and traditionally, when you were selling your home, you would sign an agreement with a listing agent. You'd agree to pay them a certain percentage. That percentage would then be split between a listing agent and a buyer's agent. In California, our contract was very clear. You would know how much the listing agent's getting paid and how much the buyer's agent was getting paid. It wasn't necessarily the same, but it was split, and it was very clear as to who would get what. That property, your property, would then go into the multiple listing service, and the buyer's agents would be able to look at their percentage, and they would know how much they're going to get paid. What happened in this lawsuit is that buyer's agent compensation coming directly through this channel was eliminated. The advertisement of buyer's agent commissions was eliminated. So we don't have access to that anymore. It's not even in our multiple listing services agents. So the new way, if you are selling your home, is that you list your home, you sign an agreement, but that percentage goes only to the listing agent. There's no discussion of what amount goes to the buyer. That's the new way. So now the buyer, when he enters the market, he has to sign his own agreement with his agent on what his buyer's agent is going to get paid. When they come to an agreement, they are then out shopping for a home, and they come across your property as the seller, and they find your property, they love it, they write the offer. In the purchase contract, this offer, in the old way, there were two things that were primarily negotiable. One is the sales price. How much are you paying for the home? And the other one was the close of escrow date. And there was a lot of other terms that are negotiable, but these are the main ones that sellers are looking at. How much am I gonna net, how much am I gonna sell my house for, and when do we close escrow? Well, now, under the new arrangement, because this is no longer a given, we've added this term. We now want to know how much is the buyer agent paid. How much? That becomes a negotiable term. Now, they don't ask for it in terms of a commission. It's now considered a concession, whereby the offer, the buyer, through his offer, is asking the seller, hey, seller, I need you to pay for this that I've agreed to pay my agent for. That's what's happening right now. So, in essence, it's very similar to the way it was before, except that now it has to be asked for in the contract. And it is negotiable in the contract. We just negotiated a number of offers. We had 8 offers that came in on one property. One of the agents didn't ask for any concession in the offer because he was going to collect payment from the buyer directly and didn't ask for any compensation or concessions from the seller. Another one reduced his amount. Another one reduced his amount. Another one asked for more than the others. And so in the offer/counter offer process, we negotiated a certain percentage to be paid, and it became a negotiable part of the contract. So if you're a buyer right now and you're looking at purchasing a property, you need to know you're going to be asked to sign a buyer's representation agreement. When you then make your offer, it's going to become one of the terms in your offer that the seller can then counter. So if you offer to pay your agent 2.5% or 3%, and the seller only wants to pay 2%, less than, it's 2% instead of 2.5%, you as the buyer are either going to need to go back to your agent, renegotiate, or you're going to pay the difference between what the seller's willing to concede and what you're willing to pay. So that's going to work out between you and your agent, you and your attorney. Check with your legal advisor, check with your real estate broker. Always make sure you're up to date and current. I hope this helps. It explains simply as I can what the sellers are looking for, how it works, and at the end of the day, that seller is no longer just looking at sales price. They're now looking at the bottom line. How much do I walk away with at the end of the day? That's usually going to be the winning offer, is the net, not the top. Hope that helps. God bless you in your journey. If you're thinking about selling your home, my name's Aaron Zapata with the Bald Brothers team at Real Broker. You can give us a call at 833-305-BALD. Or you can go over to our website at baldbrothersteam.com and subscribe to our newsletter, where we send out videos like this to help explain all the time. God bless. We'll talk to you soon.